Hello YouTube and Twitch, Lytbringr here, and as the title will say, at least on Twitch for now, YouTube might have a bit of a tweak. But this is the final day of the demo for Anthem, and I'm a little sad about that, because I really enjoy playing this game. This stream will probably be the shortest Anthem one yet, simply because it's a Sunday night, I'm hungry. Like, not hungry, just the weather's been weird in Texas, or all over the US the last couple of weeks, so when the weather gets all weird, my stomach feels a little rumbly. I've got a rumbly in my tummy. I love Pooh Bear. But I'm a little depressed because I'm not gonna get to see this game for like 2.5 weeks. But when it does come out, I will stream it with you guys. Again, this will be a short stream, namely because there's not a whole heck of a lot to add to the conversation anymore. I am super happy. Whoa. Am I sprinting? Okay, regular walk? May I hop up and down a little more? Whatever. But like, I'm sad. I don't want to be sad because the game's demo is going away, but at the same time, if you have EA access, you can totally get like the 15th, I think. They're going to reopen the demo for like, or do like an early access thing for like 10 hours. So the majority of that day, I'm guessing, is pretty much what's gonna happen. So for this, I'm gonna just do something simple. I'm gonna do something fun for me. Let me go into the forge, make sure my storm is the way I want it after I played till like 4 a.m. with Lycan last night. It was not my smartest move ever. But I'm happy with what we've seen. I'm super excited because Mylan did a like intro to the lore for this, and since he's me and my wife, him and Bife are our two big like Destiny lore gurus. So the fact that he's already kind of prepping himself up to do Anthem lore has me super stoked for the future for this game. Because that means he's got some hope for it. He's going to do it at least a little bit. But again, I'm a little sad. Also, SkillUp did his video today of pretty much, is it worth you buying day one? And like most games out there, he's like, no. It does have a couple of issues that could use a little touch-up / fixing before... There we go. I hit the X button, but it was taking its sweet time. He did really seem to hate on the graphics. Really pointed out, oh, it's terrible on PC. And for those of us on console where we don't have, like, if a game releases on console, that's the game you're getting. You can't tweak its graphics, you can't tweak its frame rate. Like, what you get on console is what you get. And what I got is a good-looking game that's mapped to the controller. It feels really good. And it kind of just breezed through on console, it feels okay, but on PC, and then it goes for like 5 minutes on how on PC you can tell that the graphics are a little downgraded from the trailer, and To me, they look great. Like, I'm not noticing any, like, real downgrading, but again, I'm on console. This game looks amazing on console to me. Oh my gosh. Now if I can, you know, wake up enough to play the game.
Since they started making acidic weapons to attack supply caravans,
but no, I mean,
like,
I was kind of disappointed in, he was pretty much like, yeah, the game might be good. The end game is kind of empty right now, and he's right.
Those of us who don't speak Shaper, that's bad, right?
Obviously. Freelancer, you'll need to silence the relic.
Wow, Lytbringr already. Nice. But it's really hard for me to like listen to your review and accept it when half your issues for the graphics and gameplay are like, yeah, it's not very good on PC, and I'm like, guys, PC's got enough games. Like, and this is gonna make some PC guys mad, but I look at a game based on its basics on a console, because that's what I have. I don't trust my laptop to do anything more than streaming. I have since learned that World of Warcraft doesn't need the most graphics in the universe, so yeah, maybe someday I will try it. I still wish it would come to console though. Don't know how that comboed. But, again, his final I can agree with. It's like, give the game cautious optimism before you spend that $60. Wait, like, probably a couple of days to a couple of weeks, make sure there's enough content to make you happy. And I can totally agree with that. It's hard to believe what a company says nowadays. Oh yeah, we fixed a bunch of the bugs in the final build of the game, but based on what we've seen in the demo, there are some things missing or that need tweaking. Enemies do feel way spongier than they should. And I get it, there's the power fantasy of, hey, the enemies are gonna feel like that. Because it's to help with that sense of growing power and progression and stuff. Like, you play the game, you feel like a boss. Where am I going?
It looked like the scars were from the eggs to the relic. The eggs were filled with acid. They're using the relic to weaponize it.
Let's check the second relic.
Give me a second to get my thoughts together, because I am still stuck in the loop of sadness. Sad loop, no. Wait before you buy. But we've seen a lot of games, especially in 2018, where AAA just failed us in every way possible.
This was a lot more crowded.
A good chunk of AAA games were just
I'll pat myself on the back after I dealt with the scars.
maybe not downright garbage, but a good chunk of them were definitely overhyped for what we got. Fallout 76 is the best example of this. But there were a few others that made it really feel like it was the year of AAA getting their comeuppance after trying to... Like, people were so used to meh games that EA and Activision and a couple of the other big name companies were like, well, if they don't expect much more than that from us, why are we putting so much effort into these? We can make a piss poor excuse for a game and they're not gonna care, because, you know, walking ATMs don't have feelings or care about what they're buying. They just throw money at boredom and say, yeah, there we go. That's...
Freelancer, Scar!
I've been fighting Scar. Do you need... Wow. On easy, I am practically unkillable. That's nice. But, I am looking forward to what this game's promise is. A lot of people have pointed out, yeah, there's not much in the way of endgame, and SkillUp, I really agree with how he defends that. You gotta compare this to Destiny 2, you gotta compare this to The Division, you gotta compare this to Warframe. None of those games had an end game when they came out. So, like, first they gotta know that the game's gonna do well on just its gameplay and its own merits. If it's got issues, they want to focus on that first, and I'm down for that idea. Like me, I want a game that I'm going to just enjoy playing with my friends, and based on what me and Lycan have seen, we're both happy with our pre-order so far. If the game looks at least this good and has just a story that's gonna kind of branch us, like, I'm not expecting a full, like, I mean, even SkillUp was kind of ballparking it. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like a 50 or 60 hour game, and at that point it's definitely worth my money at launch. And I'm like, yeah. And they've already promised free DLC. I know a lot of people are worried about the microtransactions, and that is the world we live in today. If you play video games, microtransactions are something you need to watch.
Already done.
And, like, even if you're one of those that's like, well, if you don't want to support microtransactions, just don't buy the game. Or don't buy the microtransactions. But some games do the microtransactions really well. Again, I point to Warframe. If you do not mind putting an extra, like, 10 or 20 hours into just grinding for the parts and the gear and stuff you want, you can. But then you have games like EA's Battlefront 2, where if you wanted to grind for like one very specific thing, it was going to take a couple hundred hours, and that is not okay.
Oh, the big bad Corvus agent's not a fan of scorpions.
What? You know, Kravitz, their likability isn't up for debate.
Scorpions can't swim, right? No worries, sir. I won't get you.
Yeah, you go and explode over there, buddy. Do like them combos, though. Fight gear. He thinks that's good, the garbage. I am looking forward to hopefully getting a better combat or crafting system. Whoa, that was weird. Huh. The glitchy. Not that might have been my internet. Or it could have been just somebody had a lag sputter and the game was refreshing itself. I don't know. It happens. I'm not that worried. But again, a lot of my gripes the last couple of days, Skillet pointed out, and I'm like, yay, because he is a professional YouTube guy. I like a lot of what he does, a lot of what he represents. So when he's like, hey, by the way, this thing I saw, the enemies do feel really spongy. That's where my train was like 20 minutes ago. Whee! But okay. Oh, are you frozen? It just wasn't showing me. Where the heck did the other... Oh, there it is. It's like, I thought it was... Oh, I thought there was another one here. But normally that's how it works. The enemies start out pretty spongy, and then you get better guns, which allow you to kill the enemies faster, which allows you to go and fight tougher enemies that are now spongy. Like, it's a cycle. It's okay. Ooh, on fire. Up we go.
Almost done. Only a few fragments left.
Oh, I did not need to hit that. Oh well. But no, I'm really looking forward to this game. If it drops exactly this way, I'll be happy. The game's fun. I just want to be able to start like level 1, get some of the backstory, some of the lore. Mylan points out that the Heart of Rage is actually one of the Shaper Storms, which are called cataclysms in the game, and create like bad stuff. Apparently the Heart of Rage was one of the biggest Shaper Storms we've ever seen, and it created the Ash Titans. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, put those Titans as a thing. Why is no one grabbing this guy? Oh, I think the Colossus was looking for it and just, it maybe not. Maybe didn't show up on his radar. But no, tell me in the chat what you guys think. In the comments, in the chat. Because I would like to know, what do you guys think? Go see Skillup's video, and then come into my chat and be like, oh my gosh, Light, you're overreacting. PC Master Race has feelings too, and I'm like, guys, y'all can edit so many things. And that's my issue, is whenever people are like, oh, it's ass on PC, but on console, I guess it's okay. And you're like, well, maybe it was designed for console first, because there's a lot of guys on consoles. Maybe that's where some of the money came from, and they're like, we like console people. How am I stuck in? What was that? Get up here. But I'm really excited. And that's part of why I'm so depressed right now, is I'm like, I don't want to have to wait 2 weeks to play my game, friend. Like, I have done a lot on this game. I hope me and Lycan, we're both like, we really hope that you get to keep something. Like, if you played the demo here, did you buy this one thing, or did you do this thing? I'm not saying, like, give me a free level, but I'm like, if I bought one thing, like, let me pick from all the things I bought with the free coin you get. Hey, you get one thing for free. Like, you'll still have the vanity store, you'll still have things to buy. I kinda hope that's how it works. If not, that's still okay. At least I've had a little time to experiment with, like, what kind of look do I like on my armor. Like, I got tired of the spindly little legs on my Warlock class, so I bought him some slightly thicker looking legs. Like, they look more normal, like he's wearing an exosuit now. I love how everybody just kind of sat for a sec. Like, okay, buddy. Jarrell helped me figure out how the combo thing works. Abilities that say they're combos have to be what you follow up with. So like here, if I ice guys, and then hit him with that, it should hit with combo. I didn't hit that guy with the ice thing first, so it doesn't matter. Double wall. But yeah, the Emmys do feel squishy. Like, I'm totally with that. They do feel a lot squishier than in any game I've ever played. But that could also be because maybe this demo was designed... Like, on hard, I feel like I should be able to get some of the slightly higher than blue tier weaponry. And just, I'm not, because the game locked it out. And that's okay. Because I feel like... Again, this is easy mode. These guys shouldn't be quite as spongy. Like, I've got a 30 bullet clip. It shouldn't take me 10 to 20 bullets to kill one of these bugs. But I don't know. Like, maybe that's just me. How many of you guys played the Anthem demo?
I don't think our friend like that. Too bad. I'm just getting started.
Spin jump. I have been playing the Colossus for the last bit. Jarrell likes the Colossus, or Lycan, like, his screen name is Lycan. His podcast name is Jarrell. So I'm gonna call him Lycan for this. Which might bite me in the butt when our whole group of friends is playing the game. Because if we call me Light and him Lycan, and all I hear is lie, I might start like answering his questions and it could get very confusing, but we'll see. They might just use my podcast name and, or not my podcast name, but like my nickname in our group is Chase, so. But we will see. I told the wife I will probably only play this for pretty much this one run.
You freelancers have tools for everything.
Simply because I feel like it'd be a good send-off to just do a nice, short, sweet run through the stronghold. I love this game so much. I love the promise of what it is. I love how much fun I have had. Like, last weekend, I powered through it so hard, I did everything I could. So then this weekend, like, I didn't really play it much Friday, other than for the stream. I didn't play it much Saturday, until Lycan got on. I got to hang out with my friend. But again, we were just, like, flying around the free roam. And I really hope that that's where a lot of the endgame content is in the free roam. I hope they make it so it's easy to... No! I hit the wrong button. That was stupid. This button is... Okay, who are we waiting for? Where is our fourth guy? Oh, I think our fourth guy just left and the game was taking its time catching up. There we go. Yeah, I think it just had to go like... Wait, there's 3 of you. 1, 2, 3. Where's the other guy? Oh, that means this should be interesting. Okay, so Red Devil is the
It
other
would be unprofessional to cut the link,
Warlock
right?
slash Storm.
Next time, I expect big-ass bugs to be in the mission briefing.
You'd have to show up.
I brought a scout rifle this time for that single shot instead of... I normally bring a sniper, but the snipers seem to run out of ammo really, really easily. Nope, didn't combo. That's a big issue I'm gonna have with the bosses. Wow, this does not do nearly as much damage as I thought it might. I mean, I'm doing good damage, but like here, I'm doing like 300. The Devastator I can do anywhere between like 9 and 12,000. I do like how you can crit with the spells here. Or not spells, but... Oh, buddy. Aw, he doesn't just fall down. That sucks. I was hoping. Gotta try and figure out where the baddies are going to be spawning. Because usually they spawn in a huge wave. Let's see, like here, if I had my lightning thing, I could hit a lot of these guys in one go. But my lightning thing is on the same slot as this. Oh, jeez, I need some height. You really do not fight me. Name all the way up. I can combo with my melee? This guy just taught me something. All the stuff I've been doing on this game. I got my super back? That was quick. I think everybody's super back is good. Maybe that's the special, because I know with... Supposedly each class gets a combo, like, special thing. I think mine is I get... maybe my super back faster when I combo. Wow, he is really weak for... Like, I've never seen him leave with that little health left. Like, usually when he's at that stage, he's... Oh, jeez.
Even the way it dies is unnerving.
How many years it'll take you to forget that thing? I'm gonna go with 8.
One for each of the tyrant's legs.
Oh, no more scorpion talk, please.
Yeah, I think I get more super energy when I combo, which is awesome. Alright guys, and we're gonna look through the loot and maybe my final setup. Again, Storm's gonna be my guy at level 2 if I get the option. Like, while some people are like, oh, Ranger, I'll be like, Storm's my main. But if we're forced to pick Ranger at level 2, I'm also down with Ranger because he's really fun. Wow, 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 wow. Skip all. Nice. Loot. Wait. Oh. But see, like, I don't think any of the stuff I actually need is blue. Oh well. And every time I go and look at my components, I'm like, heatsink is meh. Again, I feel like heatsink would work in one situation. That situation being maybe the Storm, because he can stay in the air so long. Like with Ranger, he could only hover for a couple of seconds before he was at juice. It was less a tactical option and more like getting the lay of the land before you fall back down. You know what? I can salvage this too. I've got a lot of those. So yeah, all I got from that fight was pretty much salvage, which is okay. I mean, I've got most of the things you can get for a Storm anyway. And most of the things I got from that fight were from, the Colossus dude. Or they were just, like, guns that were green, which, meh. I will bring my sniper this time. I do love scouts, though. Scouts really... They fire as fast as I can pull the trigger, so if I can get a decent aim for a change. Which works really well when I'm floating in the air. I'm like an auto turret. Press that A button, yo! But no, I am sad that I won't get to play this game for a couple of weeks. But see, let's see. Like, this ability freezes people. This one doesn't really... Yeah, like, this one builds up the ice status. And different enemies have different resistances to different status elements and stuff. So, like, here, it doesn't really build up fire, so it doesn't light people on fire. But then here, this one says chain combo. This is the kind of thing that if I froze a guy, I could then hit him with this blast and it would give me bonus combo damage, which is really cool. Problem is, I don't think I have chain combo, ice explosion. I do like the series of fire thingies. But like here, I don't have any chain combo abilities here. Like, I would love to drop a fireball on all the frozen people, but I can't because it doesn't have the chain combo ability. So even though it explodes, the explosion won't do what I need it to. Instead, I need to use that guy. Burning Orb, Glacial Spear, Arc Burst. But yeah, so this one chains, which is cool. I'm guessing there's probably a couple of guns that do it. I don't have them, which is okay. Yeah, the scout works. I was just really waiting to get... I do like the Devastator. It explodes all the things, which is nice. But I do like the Deadeye better. Because this one, I thought limited ammo also meant it only had, like, a clip of 1 bullet. No, it's got a clip of 1 bullet with, like, a reserve of 5 or 6 bullets, which sucks. It means in the very first stage of the boss fight, I may or may not drop, like, every bit of ammo I have, and ammo drops don't happen as often in that section. Whereas here, it's got a 5 bullet clip, it's got a little more ammo when I pick up, so I would love a higher level Deadeye, but I don't have that. But no, with this, I will miss this guy. I wanted to try and buy all of his gear. I do like this mask, but it makes him look kind of like Spider-Man to me. Like, I don't know if that's just me. The chest just makes him have a little more bulk. I do like that you see the collar around his neck kind of gets bigger. Like he just folded up his collar and he's like, yeah, I am wearing a badass coat. Deal with it. So that's really cool. I really like the arms, at least the Banshee set. Because instead of all the little pulsy doodads, it looks much sleeker. Kind of like I coated my arm in some weird algae stuff. I kind of don't like that shoulder pad that's also covering the cloak. Like, I feel like the cloak should be over it, but I don't know. Coins were really hard to get during the demo. I got enough to, I think, maybe put the 4 thingies on 2 different javelins. But instead, I bought all the ones for Ranger. I think I bought 1 for this guy, 1 or 2 for the Colossus, which was a waste of time. And I also bought the air guitar, which I really hope I keep air guitar. Because I don't want to have to pay for that one. Or, like, have to re-earn it. But at the same time, I kind of understand if that's how they want to do it. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of the game, based on everything you've seen, everything you've done. Again, we haven't seen the full extent of gear. A lot of the guns look, feel, and handle kind of the same. And me and Skillet both agree that that was, like, of course he's not talking to me or anything. Like, I've never talked to or met the guy in person. Just, I am, like, things he said are things that I think I've said in one of these last 3 or 4 videos for Anthem. And it's good to know that pretty much the community as a whole is all thinking about the same thing. Like, the end game sounds like it's gonna be kind of bare bones, but we'll have to see. Do you still have things to say to me?
I've gone through 15 drafts of a message to my mother.
do?
How do you tell someone you're sorry you hurt them, but you'll keep hurting them?
Just like that?
Wow, you're awful. There must be a more diplomatic way.
Don't be mean. I mean,
Just
is that
be
the same as...
kind, patient. Maybe one day she'll accept your choice.
That's more than I'm willing to hope for. I can't wait to be back outside. Relics are so much simpler sometimes compared to people.
Never had a person spit spiders at me.
That's true. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to talk. And listen, you've been a real friend. If you ever need Arcanist help, from someone who isn't arguing with identical versions of themselves, you know where to find me.
Thanks, Aruna. Take care.
But see, she's just random character. But I haven't met everybody. I feel like each of these characters will have like little side quests, like the better friends you are with them. I feel like maybe your dialogue choices will have an effect on a quest or something. And that'd be cool. Like with Amal, he ends up taking a package for this room, like a girl in his apartment complex, I guess, would be the real life equivalent. And a guy breaks into his place, demands he give him the package, and he accidentally kills the guy. I'm like, okay, I want to see if maybe that girl in the full game is going to, like, come after Amal, and there's a quest where I have to, like, go rescue him, or go hunt down this Keela girl and be like, what's in this package? Like, what is it? Is she part of one of the factions we didn't get to see in this game? Just, I don't know, and I am so excited to find out. There's 2 moons, or it's a biplanetary system, which that could be cool if part of the story is, hey, we kept this really close to the vest, but you're gonna go to a second planet, and you're like, wait, what? That would be cool too. I want to learn more about Zoe, because I think she's cool, and I think her voice is kinda hot, don't tell the wife, although she's probably watching this and going, what is with you and, like, hot voices? I'm sorry. I'm a guy, man. I like a nice sultry tone every now and then. Hopefully, I can't wait to get the masterwork guns and the exotic type weapons. It sounds like there's going to be something like that in the game, and I'm looking forward to it. But at the same time, it's hard for me to be like, I do like how you keep the level 10 versions of everything. That's kind of nice. Snipers. Auto cannons, which, whoop. The grenade launcher was kind of meh. But I am so excited. I am so hyped. So yeah, I might be a little biased when the game first comes out. I might be a little biased now, like when I see a bug. Like, for the first time, me and Lycan encountered a couple of bugs yesterday. One of my arms, on my view, was stuck inside my guy's body. Every time I would wave, it would look like he was taking his right arm, grabbing his left arm, and just, like, flapping it around. And you're like, that's kind of weird. A gun he had holstered kept firing bullets off of his hip. He couldn't see it, but I could. So, like, every place we'd go, I'd be right behind him, and bullets would keep firing out of his butt. It was great. But again, those aren't game-breaking. They don't affect the gameplay in any way, shape, or form. Skillup was like, the graphics are a little downplayed from what we saw. And I'm like, these don't look too downplayed from what we saw in the trailers. I mean, there might be a little less bloom. The colors might be a little muted or a little brighter in certain areas, but I'm like, don't be such a snob, I guess. And I get it, he's got this super high-tech PC rig, but remember, a good chunk of us playing console are like, this game looks fucking amazing. There aren't too many multiplayer games I'm gonna get to play with my wife and friends that look this good, play this well. The loading issue was the biggest bug and, like, the biggest turnoff for me for this game. And they fixed it in a matter of a week. Last week, that bug made it like a 50-50 chance you were gonna not be able to get into the game. It made it really hard for me to get into a game with friends when things were all like, they'd get in, I wouldn't. Sometimes I'd get in and they wouldn't, so we'd have to re-invite each other every couple of minutes, and that was annoying. This week, we had no issues whatsoever. I think my game froze or crashed once. But that was also about the same time I had been having some internet issues, so I don't know if that was on my end or their end. Probably mine, because it never happened again. But just look at this game. This looks good. And of course, between me processing it and then uploading it to YouTube, it's not going to look quite as good as what I'm seeing on my TV. But if you go into your YouTube settings and up it to like 1080, you had to load slower because YouTube. But it looks pretty close, and it does look really good. And I haven't touched the settings. I could probably make it look a little better. Just, I don't know, it doesn't look quite as pretty as it did in the trailer is really your biggest argument, and the gammies are a little squishier than they should be, which, yeah, I agree with that. But Alray looks way better than The Division and Destiny. Like, Destiny has a lot of grays and browns and whites, and I'm like, yeah, so does this, but this also has personality. None of the other games has people. Warframe has like 2 people in a hub area that you can talk to and have story and conversation with. Here, I mean, we're talking about commanders. There was one guy I heard talking about like a sordid affair. I got kids reading a book. I don't... Like, why are you guys complaining? This game cannot come to me fast enough. EA, BioWare, if you guys want to reach out to me and be maybe my first ever people that want to pay me to do videos like this, I'm gonna play this game anyway. Just tell me what you need me to look up and be like, hey, we want you to be one of the guys who can like quit their job, work for us playing this game 24/7. We're gonna give you early access to some special stuff. I would love to shoot up from 38 subscribers to like a couple thousand over the course of the first week this game drops. I doubt it's gonna happen, but a couple thousand subscribers would really go a long way into helping me be able to realize my dream of being able to do this as a side job, if not a full-time job. It'll depend. Anyway, I've been rambling for the last 10 minutes. I love you guys. Next week, I think I am just burned out on Bloodborne, so I will try... Worst case scenario, I will do, hopefully, a quick video of the 3 possible endings to Bloodborne. If I am able to, like, just get my head in that mode, I will totally do Canehurst with you guys. If not, I will definitely do it on my own. I'm depressed, and I'm happy, and I'm hyped, and I'm biased. Just, I can't wait to hear some feedback from you guys. Lights out.